there's what is it, 120 mayors or over 100 mayors? That's one.
Over 100 mayors.
Apparently,
50 something.
apparently,
Oh, this is sounding like John Wick movie.
apparently,
like, what's happening?
apparently, there's a dog running for mayor.
What?
Apparently, this is what I'm hearing. Everybody's running for mayor. It's like COVID vaccine cures at the time. Remember when everybody had a cure for COVID?
Yo.
Every man had a cure. Man are sniffing onions, boiling orange peels,
Ginger ale.
Vicks. Turmeric was on the turmeric. Listen, tea.
Dandelion.
Multiple sources of tea. Yo, grass. Everything.
Just grass. That's on the ground.
Some people were drinking Lysol because it killed 99.9% germs. People were doing the most.
Even though it's coronavirus, not corona germ.
Mm. But trust me.
Okay.
And just like now, and yeah, but one thing that I would never think that would happen is fights at Wonderland. Even though I'm not gonna lie, the fights do happen at Wonderland. I'm not gonna lie, that's the
thing.
Yeah, but it's more like butting the line type of fight. It's like I've been waiting here for 30 minutes. These people.
That's a little mild. Yeah, that's
a mild
customer service fight. Yeah, they have that, but there's some fights that happen like outside Wonderland.
Right outside.
Parking lot, maybe.
Outside, but inside.
But inside, like
the circle just forms, and he's like, "Oh, what's happening here?" You see two kids just.
That's crazy.
That's
so according to CP,
first day this happened.
First day opening, yeah.
Opening.
So, and then I guess there was ongoing fights. So let me according to CP24, police have announced a crackdown on disruptive and threatening behavior after a number of people were arrested during a chaotic opening weekend at Canada's Wonderland. While no charges were laid, a number of arrests occurred on opening weekend, with a spokesperson of the museum saying guests are kicked out due to unruly behaviors and altercations. On Thursday, York Regional Police said they will be relaunching Operation Beehive in an effort to curb some of its behavior. As a result, there are an increasing number of officers on the Jane Street and Norwood Avenue throughout the summer. Now, obviously it's teenagers.
Right.
Because I don't see anyone over 21, especially spending all that money.
Just
to lose their pass?
To lose their money to leave. If you're not leaving on your own free will, you are going to be upset. It's like $60 to get in.
Right.
And then they add more money for the fast pass. And there's like 3 tiers for fast pass. 3 tiers to get in.
For super fast? Ultra fast?
And fast! There's fast, faster, and fastest. There's admission, there's admission, and admission plus. And there's no food, snacks, meal, then course meal, like tiers.
Course.
They're treating it like
They find you.
They're treating it like it's a university campus, like tier. It's crazy.
Okay, before COVID though, something happened where there was even an uptick in the exhibition where stuff was happening like every exhibition, like around like 2000.
I would understand if things are happening at an exhibition. For some reason I don't understand it. For me, as a kid,
expand on that.
I just feel like something is going to happen at an exhibition because it's like, for me, there's always been an uptick, like in the terms of prices. Obviously, if you've been to school in the 90s, every year in the report card, you got a free admission to the CNE from grade, from like kindergarten to like,
yeah, from your
maybe like high school.
Yeah.
Yo, I wonder if I still have those.
You'd get the exhibition ticket. You'd get the exhibition ticket and you'd get like a Wild Water Kingdom. If people remember that. So there's going to be a generation nowadays that don't know what that is. It's crazy.
I don't think I've ever went to one.
There's going to be probably a whole generation of people who don't even experience a free admission to any of these places.
Yo,
That is true.
I cry for you guys.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah, like I'm at the exhibition. I always remember something happening. Like I don't know. I remember a bunch of people were getting run belly one time because they were eating that burger,
Oh dear.
the cronut,
Okay.
The
allegedly.
crow nut.
The cronut's a
What was
croissant
that?
burger, but the meat was not edible.
Oh,
Mans were
dear.
getting sick.
Oh dear.
So like it might as well have actual crow in it, like the bird.
If you want to say that, that's sure. That's a crow meant for the croissant.
Crow,
You know, crow for croissant.
nah, that
But-
whoever did the branding for that needs to be
Sure.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna.
But like, yeah,
myself.
you know, I remember I got sick, but I think it's because of the grease. Yo, I had
Oh, that's
the blooming onion. The blooming onion when they just chop down, they just deep fry it and then yam it.
Oh, that's
That was yeah. But
You took a risk on that? Damn,
yeah, I did. I unfortunately did.
you took a risk on
And
that.
then
man.
everybody's getting scammed up. Yo, I swear,
Crazy. Like,
me and my lady, we got scammed out the wazoo
For what?
at the CNE. Yo, yo, these games make you believe that you have faith.
Yo,
And that-
the car-
this is why gambling is a very dangerous thing, you know.
It is. It very
There's
much
the one with the what was the one that we were there for like a good 30 minutes? I said we blew like 30, 40 bucks.
30, 40
on games.
A game.
in one booth. 30, 40.
I remember one, quarters, hey, come back with change. It was the one where the silver is like a silver ball. And you gotta roll it that it touches the other end, but it stays in like the middle.
Got you.
It's like a wave.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it rolls, touches it, and it has to stay in the middle.
Right.
Brethren, the amount of times that we almost won that and believed that the next one was gonna win, we done that for like a whole heap of money.
That's yo.
And for some reason the guy came quick with the quarters, quick with the change. They came, because they know if you thought about it, it's one of those things that if you thought about like as they're getting the change and you're waiting that long, you'll be like, how much I spent. Nah, that man had the money ready. I think that's a part of the plan. So, yeah, go ahead. You know what I mean? And I remember we were just going. I was like, oh! All right, one more time. I was like, oh!
And the thing is, like, you're walking around the city right now. You're watching like commercials and stuff like that, and it's also all this sports betting now. Twitch is pushing betting. There's a betting company called Kick, which also live streams that they're.
I didn't know it was a betting company. I thought it was just a streaming company.
No, they're based on the casino, the evils of society, as some would say.
Yo,
Where people just stay in the darkness with no light.
listen.
They don't even know what time of day it is.
I lost money. I see people lose their
Like-
money. I seen, and the thing about it, only the person that worked there knows how to win. They'll be like, oh, this is how you do it. Oh, you just throw these 3 balls in the bucket. 1, 2, 3, and then you get a toy. Now you try it. Balls going over here. Balls going over there. This is happening. Like, even the bar. You see those people when they're hanging on the bar?
Rare, yeah.
And you think you just hold on for like, what was it, a minute or 2 minutes? You're thinking it's easy. And a lot of people, they can probably do it.
Right.
Here's the kicker. The bar is moving. The bar is loose. The actual bar itself. So you grab onto the bar,
And
it's going like this.
rotating.
As you sway, it
Yeah.
sways with you.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Oh okay. Oh.
So imagine now just that force now, that struggle, I guess.
right.
Of all that
Adds to your
nonsense.
fatigue, yeah.
Yeah, that's how people lose their money, yo. They make it look easy and you lose your money. I see people failing, throwing their rings into the bottles. And the funny thing is, I can't even say anything because I just lost money throwing a silver ball. Over there, I'm seeing him hearing the clink, 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 clink. You don't even see not one ring
Yeah.
of those red rings hit one of those circles. Yo,
That's like
done
one of
off their money. Man's have buckets, $200 bucket, and they're just flinging, hoping. And what if you fling it and then someone else flings, and whose ring is it? If they
That's-
actually get it.
Or if it goes like this at once, who's gonna actually like? You have to split. You have to
And
split
then
the teddy bear.
sometimes, even a little teddy bear, some games you can actually win, like the one with the plush and the water. You shoot the water and it goes up, and you win. Some
Right,
people
right.
just wait till no one's playing it, and then you just be the one person playing it. So you're basically just buying the gift.
I mean,
You want to guarantee you can win.
did they have I don't know if they have this. I think it's called pachinko. Or like
Plinko.
plinko. So like you drop the ball and the ball just keeps like
That's
Just dan-
yeah,
and you
that's,
just- you
what is
just-
it? That's the price of right. But they have something like that.
You're like, come on, hit the one, hit the no.
I feel like there's a system. Like I think the fairest Plinko game is at Price is Right. It's
That's
not.
hilarious.
It is not at the concessions. You're
Yo.
thinking. I think they're all angling to zero, especially when you're trying to get the million or the high one in the middle, and there's 2 zeros
You're like,
or
okay.
3 zeros, and you're just like, I'm gonna do it. You just clink, 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 clink. Oh, it's going clink, 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 clink. And I know. And then you're just like, you see people lose it, bro. But
Yo.
back to the fights.
I don't know, man. These youth today are unruly, man. Like there's.
I think there would be nice if there was a time where there's an age limit after a certain time.
Really? Curfew.
Curfew them people there.
So like after 10.
That's crazy.
No, like after 9.
After 9.
Like there has to be a day where it's like
At Wonderland?
21 up at
But
Wonderland.
I mean, would you really
Move
want
on,
the
tired
adult?
kids. Tired of all y'all.
I don't think
Get
the
out the
adults
way.
would be any better though.
You guys are fighting.
To be honest,
You guys are fighting.
You don't think that those would be?
no, they wouldn't be any better. 21.
Oh, cause
between?
because that means they're probably bringing out alcohol now and
Yeah.
all that nonsense.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't feel they're any
Someone
better.
drunk on the behemoth is not the greatest.
Young 20s are
drunk
probably
on the
more
behemoth,
reckless than the teens themselves.
Hmm.
Sorry to say it.
There'll be multiple fights at.
Now you're legal. You can do as you please.
I just don't understand the fights at the Wonderland, and they call it the land, and I'm just like,
I don't understand.
for the,
why people?
that's the dumbest slang I ever heard. Now we're going to the land still. What do you mean the land? Yo, no, like Wonderland.
I hope
call
I'm saying
it
it.
Wonderland.
I hope
Like-
it's. I hope that's. I'm saying it right. That's what I don't know if it's land or the land, or whatever. But
We're
like,
going to land today. Are you
like,
coming with us?
you people changing.
Yeah, like,
it.
how do you-
You people changing the terms are the reason why people don't know what caravana is. The Caribbean Carnival, brought to you by Scotiabank. Like, move from here. We will call it caravana,
I'm rolling.
and it has to be us to keep that name alive.
Wait.
It's not
There's a
Roger
lot
Center.
of-
It's Skydome.
There's a lot of things that have been changed
most
to
people don't know
benefit
that.
the masses of other people and to to reduce the confusion that other people are experiencing. Like patties, for example. What we know as patties is termed and coined as Jamaican patties because patties, when it came and settled into Canada in its beginning,
It was a crisis.
was a huge issue because it was known as a beef burger.
Yeah,
Patty.
something like that.
So because if you said patty and you were referring to a Jamaican patty, they didn't know the difference that you were talking about. And that was a big hoopla.
They give you a beef. You're like, oh, what this, man? This is a party, man. We all give man. Yo, imagine. No, that's right. Yo.
Right? But bring that to today's terms and slang. We're now experiencing that as well.
What? Okay. How does the word cap mean you're lying? Like I know,
To this day, it doesn't make
I don't-
any sense. I don't know how
like Riz,
it relates
like Riz.
I need to know the terminology of certain things.
to words.
Like,
Yeah.
when did it change?
Just-
Why did it change?
Yeah.
Because don't they break it down?
That's cap, but I don't know what that means.
Well, like what's the full word? Like
Like
you're-
I don't know. I don't know.
Riz. Okay, charisma. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, I did not. Wow.
I found that out.
Mind blown. I didn't know that.
Like, oh, this guy is mad Riz. He has charisma, or she has charisma.
Okay.
I hope
but
that's
that
the term.
sounds-
I hope that's what it is.
That sounds like on point. Like
But
it's the
cap
same.
is like, nah, you're capping. I'm what?
Like
What does that mean?
cap, even with all caps, like exclamation mark. You know, the
That's cap.
emphasis. It's like, is this a lie?
For me, I knew I was out of the game when I found out, when I heard someone say, you look like a Mayute.
Yo, that-
When I heard that, I said, okay, I'm old.
It sounds like Neopets right there. That's what that
Because
sounds.
Mayute.
Girl said Neopets.
Because I remember hearing, yo, listen to this,
Yo.
Mayute. Hey, yo, Mayute. But when the person said, you look like a Mayute, I said, okay.
That's not how you say it. That's
Did you have to sit down? Don't think about it too much, too much.
I was just like,
too much.
and I thought about it as a kid, I'm like, man, these kids are living in a different life.
A
man.
weird world.
I was like, I feel like there's a lot of things that these younger kids are learning, which is good. But there's a lot of things that I feel like the world is just corrupting these kids.
Yeah, like grammar. But yes.
Not even grammar.
Like
I wonder what they're learning in school, yo. I wonder if they still have parent-teacher meetings.
They do. And also, if you want to know what they're learning about, a lot of it seems to be sex at a very young age.
Because we learned about it. I can't speak for we. What?
I learned about it
I learned
in
about
school.
in grade 5.
5, 6.
Yeah.
5, 6, yeah.
And even then, for some reason, we would just be laughing in class. It wasn't even like a serious thing. Like you hear about it, like, oh, oh, make sure you use deodorant. Deodorant was a thing. You have to use deodorant. Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. Hygiene. All them sitting there.
Right? But that's different. That's self-care.
Yeah, but depending on
And
what your
clearly
culture
they
was.
don't teach that today. Like,
No, yeah, but I'm saying
there's too much garbage.
That's what I'm
obviously-
saying.
people on
We're
road,
talking
like,
about
just-
genitalia before we
problem
can
is-
even apply some deodorant under our
Hold on.
armpits. Like, I don't understand.
I think a lot of people don't learn, like, based on our culture, you learn that from a very young age.
What?
Hygiene.
The hygiene, yeah.
Some people.
I'm
You know, you have to
I'm saying,
say-
I say in certain
Clearly, you
cultures,
have to say some people.
depending on some.
Some people.
have to
Because
say
we
some.
are learning that some people take 3-4 days before they actually shower. So
3 to 4 days.
I said
some people.
in our culture.
Oh. I'm thinking Canadian, but still some people.
Some people.
Wait.
No, hold on. Remember,
3 to 4
we
days.
went through
Yes,
this.
sir,
We
yes.
went through this. There's
Yes,
people
sir.
that don't wash their scrub their legs. They let it run down like
They let the
commercials on
shampoo,
TV.
not the soap, the shampoo.
Shampoo doesn't wash your skin. That's specifically for your hair.
Already-
Yep. And some
listen.
people let the shampoo run
already-
down their body, and that is enough
We already been through this, Delpesh.
detergent.
There's people out here
wash their
that
body.
don't shower every day.
Yep.
There's
Every
people
3 to 4 days.
there's people out here that shower when they feel dirty.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
I don't know what
that's
that
crazy
just
to me.
means
When they
Okay.
feel dirty. What does
on
that
a summer
even
day.
mean?
It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind.
Man, a lot of white cloths will humble a lot of people.
I mean,
If I bust out the white cloth on road and just go like, take a quick swipe.
the white cloth is a humbling feeling still.
Talk about you shower. You shower this morning? You did. Okay.
Yo, listen.
Yo, I lie here, tell mine.
Listen.
You get your ass in the shower right.
Mr. Go beard!
If the
Go beard!
That's not even it, man.
Go
You-
beard, you dirty skin, dirty boy! Come here, man! You're quite all green! You smell like outside!
that's,
When you hear that, you smell like outside?
you smell. Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, I'm green. Yo.
But no. Growing up, like there's a time like for some of us, like your parents would be like, yo, I think it's time you shop for deodorant, and then you would shop with your parents, and then they'd be like, oh,
Here.
here's a speed stick. That's a bad kind. Don't buy that.
A whole lot of Old Spice.
Or get an Old Spice. Yeah.
Old Spice.
Right? And you're just like, oh, okay. And then every time you shower,
put this
You
on.
put
this
it under your arm.
Put it on your arm.
You rub it under your arm, rub it so.
That's so funny.
And make sure you lock the cap when you're done.
And make sure you lock, yes. Or the thing will dry out.
If you don't lock the cap, you're gonna beat. I mean, you're gonna like
I cannot.
Yo, it's just a different life. I don't know what these kids were doing then. It was
Like-
a different life. So like, based off what I remember, yo, for me, back in those days, I just remember everything was different. Like, one thing that struck fear in my heart back in the day was parent-teacher meetings.
Yo,
Yo, a parent-teacher meeting, bro.
sweating.
Nah, like that whole month when you get that slip that you have to give to your parent, and then it was like, oh no, oh no, and then you barely learn how to read. Like you learn how to read a little bit them time too. So you're reading it, and then you're just like, oh, the parent teacher me. You have the time to book it first.
Yeah, you gotta book it at a
You have to
specific
book
day.
it at a specific day.
Or time, yeah.
Then
Yo,
you have the 2 days, and you're looking at like, and you're trying to remember your parents' schedule. Like, ooh, Is she gonna be working? Oh man, my mom works when I'm going to school. Oh, is she gonna be here? And then give it to your parents. And the worst thing is your parents are like, you have schoolwork? No.
Oh,
I will find out parent teacher interview.
you know what you do? You go to your bedroom and
You start doing your crosswords. You start smelling your thing.
Right.
Like people don't have to deal with that situation anymore.
It doesn't.
But I feel like
It doesn't feel like, I don't
certain
know.
things you have to deal with. I don't know if I may be wrong, but I think like it's just different. Like you know what it was like to learn math from someone in the Caribbean?
Yo, okay, for those listening, please tell me you grew up with that wooden thing. What is that called? Hold on.
Oh, the syllable, not the syllable.
Oh,
Nah, bro.
it was
With the little.
it was a wooden thing
Beads.
with the beads.
Yeah.
I had that.
I had that too.
I'm gonna tell you, like I
Yo,
wish
like I'm gonna show a picture for those
sometimes I wish
It's one of the first tools of math.
the one thing I remember
watching.
was when there's certain math I was good with, but when it came to the multiplication tables, and my parents or like someone Caribbean trying to teach me, it's like they don't say 2 multiplied by 2. They say 2 2s,
Oh, you
2 3s,
Oh,
2
you got-
3s,
you
2
got that
6.
one.
So I'm like, okay,
Abacus.
2 multiply 2, 2 and 2 or 2 add 2. Okay, 4. Okay, 2 and 8. 10. Eat that boy. 2 and 8. What? 2 and 2 time. You're afraid to answer the question, and that's when it was a humbling experience because that means you need to focus at class.
Right.
You can't come home not knowing the math word.
Right. What's interesting about the phrase, like, okay, what's 2 3s? It's not as. Now that I thought about it now, they're not wrong. They're like, no, what's 2 3s? What's 2? They didn't say.
I know, but it didn't click.
They didn't say 2 times 3.
It didn't
Right.
click. 2 and 3.
What's 3 3s?
Sometimes it's 2 and 3, and I'm like 5.
3.
And then look at you have to look at the parents. Yeah, no,
3.
serious. No, and then it's like
10.
Billy have. I just see it. Was it Negus Amar? I think his name is.
Whoa,
The man-
watch those ends.
The man said, "Yo," he did the skit when it's like, okay, 2 times 3 is 6, and then he said, "Yes, good boy. If Harry have 5 apple, and him get another 7." Oh, wait, Harry have 5 apple and he get another 2 apple. How much Harry have? 20. This boy an idiot. This boy is an idiot. And like your parents will be cheesing like you don't even want to answer the question anymore.
Right.
You know what's the best part sometimes? When you got some type of math work and you ask them for help and they don't understand them like quadratic equations or something and they're looking at it like they're looking at it, they're like, hold on, let me see this.
This is what you're learning in school today?
Let me then how come you not studying at school? Why you not pay attention to this now, man? You're bringing this to me like
Why you blaming me?
they're not gonna say that they don't know it. They're just gonna be like, why are you not paying attention in school?
But you don't know it.
Can you help me? No, you go sit down and go.
Ask
go
the
do it.
teacher.
Where's your example? Where's your example? Where is your example?
Yo, the example's real.
Where is your example? You know right now no example.
Wait, growing up, did you guys do like algebra? Like,
Yes.
that shit is useless.
I did all. No.
Some people believe Pythagorean theorem is useless, and
what?
Pythagorean theorem?
Just algebra
Okay.
altogether.
Pythagoras?
Trigonometry.
Pythagoras
Advanced
theorem? You don't know?
algebra.
Isn't that a Greek god?
A square plus B square is C square. It's for me because I do
Hey,
construction.
when you throw letters in it, man.
Yo, I used to get cheese.
They're actually called intervals, but
Why are you throwing
Inter what?
Why are you throwing
Integers,
letters
sorry,
in math
integers.
though? Well, I understand the formula, but why are you throwing letters in math though? Big A and small A
they
are
are
two different
supposed
things.
to replace the numbers. You can't have all the numbers.
Yo,
But that doesn't make sense.
you know what used to throw people
They're
off?
like placeholders.
I felt sorry. Yo, bed mass. Remember bed
Just make my
mass?
head hurt.
Yes.
Remember bed mass, yo?
Yes.
For our American listeners, they use PEDMAS. It's the same thing.
Head with a P?
Yes. Whoa. Take your mind out of there
I'm
a second.
not even there.
No.
What is the P stand for?
It's a Pythagorean.
That is
Whoa.
too.
Another.
Whoa.
No. It's
Right?
I don't know what you're
Hold
talking
on.
Because bedmass is
about.
brackets. And then
Exponents.
E. Exactly. Then division.
Bed, B-E, yeah,
Division.
division, multiplication, and this is subtraction. Yeah, yo, bed mass, B-E-D mass,
Right?
yes, bed mass.
Yeah. PEM.
PEMDAS?
PEM.
What
You always
does the
wanna
P
be
stand
different.
for?
Perimeter?
So what is the rule of PEM dash? Okay. Yeah. Parentheses. Okay.
Oh.
Exponents, multiplication, and division, addition, subtraction.
Yeah, because I was about to be like very concerned. What does that P stand for?
Ignore the other P I said.
Ugh.
It has nothing to do with that. But let's see it. Okay, it's been.
I would prefer bedmass. Yeah.
Bed mass meant bracket.
There's BODMAS, not BODMAN. BODMAS, like brackets, orders, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction.
I don't know about that life.
There seems to be.
I am unaware of that life.
I just know
Really?
brackets. That's it.
But yo, I remember just learning math
That's crazy.
and just being like, I don't even want to go to my parents about this because they're gonna see me struggling there because I'll be there with the pencil just trying to figure it out. Sometimes just to like, I felt like maybe it was my ADD or whatever, but me going to sharpen my pencil was a time to reflect. That's like like that's like someone working in the office, you know, they go to the cooler just to drink and just
Yo, that may be a real.
I was doing that with the sharpener, going to the sharpener. My pencil was already sharp. I just go over there, I just need to walk and just when they brought you remember when they brought the electric sharpeners into the classrooms?
That was a very. That's
the
a very,
worst. The worst.
You
Decision.
thought it was the worst?
The worst decision ever.
Wait, why?
It's a quiet class.
Because it's quiet class and you hear somebody just go zzz and shave down the pencil until the very end. It was like,
Okay, you're
why are you
little-
doing this?
you're a little
But
haunted if
sometimes
you
the
do that.
old school pencil sharpener, and that's the thing, a lot of people don't know about them days.
Yeah.
When you have to turn that,
Grind it.
and sometimes it doesn't work. It's like, man don't know, like that's the thing, people don't remember these days. That's not everybody has the TV. When you know you hear the TV,
Yeah.
it sounds like a train outside in the hallways of the class. That TV, and then they're about to watch Magic School Bus
What do
in
you
there
mean? It's just the fact that the TV was pulled in or pushed into the classroom on a trolley.
with two kids, one holding the back, one in front. Yep.
With
Instead
the
of-
VCR.
Mans have projector.
With the
Two
VCR.
different type of projector screens. Now they have the high tech that you can plug into a laptop. Nope.
Yeah.
We had the
Bluetooth.
plastic. No, we had the plastic.
Oh, you're going way back.
The
Yeah,
plastic.
yeah,
It's backwards. Whoops.
yeah.
The light
Oh,
projector.
you have to,
the light
yeah,
projector.
You have to do one of those.
That almost caused the fire at my school.
they got smart
in my
TVs.
classroom. I remember that.
Smart TVs.
Oh, they got
teacher can
the
write-
whiteboards. Yeah.
Digital boards and stuff. Nah,
They
man.
can mark on them. Excuse me.
That was a tough time.
Yeah, man.
But then I feel like it helped us in some way.
Did it?
I mean, imagine that.
These kids are not going through that
A
anymore.
whole school of kids who are there's gonna be a generation of kids who are just gonna be looking at holographic, like, screens.
That's
Yeah.
that's our grandkids actually.
You remember when you had to write everything off on the board? And you had to write?
Yes.
Wait,
And then the
Like-
teacher, like 3 blackboards. And she'll write on one side,
ooh, and you have to-
right the middle, right the end. And you have to get to the end before she erases the next one.
Right. Wow, it's gonna bring it back. You're like,
That was like,
Scribing.
wait, no, can you
can you stop it? No! Oh!
Get it off from somebody.
Why did you call it out before you erased?
Yo.
Get it from somebody else. Like, I don't like
Right?
how they write.
Right? Because you can't read it. Ah!
Yo.
Trust me.